This year, sooner than we all had anticipated, we might see the start of the next cryptocurrency bull market. This is due to Hong Kong's upcoming legalization of retail cryptocurrency trading and investing. This might result in a massive influx of funds into Bitcoin and the biggest altcoins. The outcome would be a significant and long-lasting upswing. So, let's talk about all that you have to be aware of regarding Hong Kong's cryptocurrency regulations, which coins will be the most profitable, as well as clarify why a dump could occur before the pump begins.
Welcome to Altcoin Heroes, your most reliable source of cryptocurrency news and predictions. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. We'll upload videos about the latest news, trends, and predictions in crypto. Don't forget to click the notification bell so you won't be missing out or left behind, and be updated.
Let's begin by providing some context. Before China began to crack down on the sector during the 2017 to 2018 bull market, Hong Kong was pro-crypto, and it eventually developed into a significant crypto hub. That's the outcome of allowing some of the largest cryptocurrency projects and businesses to relocate to the administrative state. To put things in perspective, Hong Kong is a city-state that is officially a part of China and is located on the country's southern coast. The termed One Country, Two States constitutional arrangement allowed crypto businesses and projects to relocate there amid China's crypto crackdown. Hong Kong is permitted to have laws and governmental systems that are distinct from those in China under the terms of One Country, Two Systems. Now, the 1980s are when this constitutional system became established. It went into effect in 1997 with the end of the British colonial administration over the region and will end in 2047. After it expires, Hong Kong will formally join China, creating a single nation and administration. A hotly debated national security measure passed in Hong Kong, however, effectively put an end to One Country, Two Systems in the middle of 2020. Perhaps some of you recall the rallies that took place at that time. Unsurprisingly, Hong Kong prohibited retail cryptocurrency trading and investing in the latter half of 2020 and severely restricted the sector. What's shocking is that institutional crypto trading and investing were still permitted by the administrative state. Even yet, it was sufficient to frighten out the majority of the offshore crypto sector. Now, as a point of reference, institutional investors in Hong Kong must have more than $1 million in investable assets or more than $6 million in assets, depending on whether they are individuals or institutions. Additionally, they must be Hong Kong citizens. Now, Hong Kong's friction toward the cryptocurrency sector persisted up until October of last year, when it unexpectedly said that it was once again looking at legalizing retail crypto trading. Given that 7.4 million people live in Hong Kong, 93% of them work in retail. This is substantial. Also, keep in mind that Hong Kong is an extremely prosperous state. The actual One Country, One System arrangement that resulted from that national security law made the announcement significant as well. In other words, the city-state of Hong Kong's plans to permit retail crypto trading could indicate the passage of legislation along these lines in China's mainland. Naturally, China denied wanting to emulate Hong Kong and stated that the city-state's decision to support crypto was solely its own. Nevertheless, it was claimed that Hong Kong-based crypto customers were being served by state-owned Chinese banks, one of the numerous instances of China's shifting position. More recently, a program regarding cryptocurrencies was broadcast on Chinese state television, and a white paper about Web3 was released by a Chinese authority. Nevertheless, the cryptocurrency section was later cut, and the Web3 white paper is said to focus more on AI and the metaverse than actual coins. On May 23, Hong Kong unveiled its updated cryptocurrency laws. Months have passed since the commencement date, yet no more details about these regulations have been finalized. On June 1st, Hong Kong's crypto rules take effect. However, You should be aware that an upsurge in the initial days of trading is not an absolute certainty before you trade heavily with 100x leverage. This is due to Hong Kong-specific cryptocurrency restrictions, which you must be informed about if you want to trade. You must first be aware that all Hong Kong cryptocurrency exchanges must register with Securities and Futures Commission or SFC. The problem is right here. On June 1st, registration applications were available. In other words, it was less likely that there would be any registered retail crypto exchanges on the very first day. According to Cointelegraph, registration won't be inexpensive and would take a lot of time. This is due to the fact that cryptocurrency exchanges will require insurance, independent evaluation reports, regulated cryptocurrency custodians, and even the tracking of each and every cryptocurrency transaction in accordance with the controversial FATF travel regulation. This relates to the second point to be aware of, which is that as of June 1st, any cryptocurrency exchanges not previously registered with the SFC would be considered unlawful in Hong Kong. Only 2 cryptocurrency exchanges were registered with the agency before June 1 began, according to the SFC's website. Both of them do not work in retail. The new cryptocurrency laws in Hong Kong may therefore initially impose limits on even institutional investors. It goes without saying that a lack of quick inflows from retail, coupled with a potential fall in institutional investment, might force cryptocurrency to dump rather than pump. Despite this, it appears that Gate.io, OKX, and Huobi have already registered with the SFC for retail access. However, it appears from the initial reports that these exchanges only aim to register on June 1st. According to Huobi's announcement, the retail portion of its operations should begin no earlier than this year. Even if cryptocurrency exchanges register, there will still be a lot of restrictions for retail users. Anything else than the most basic trading and investment will be prohibited. Retail investors will also be limited to large-cap cryptos, basically ETFs, that are listed on at least 2 other normal exchanges. The good news is that deposits to and withdrawals from exchanges will be permitted, enabling individual investors to self-custody their cryptocurrency. This benefit is especially apparent in light of the potential for ordinary investors to have access to smaller altcoins and other cryptocurrency niches through the ability to withdraw. The main drawback is that any retail investors attempting to access prohibited coins, tokens, or services on-chain may run into difficulties due to Hong Kong's compliance with the Financial Action Task Force's reportedly crypto guidelines. They can be classified as high risk and prohibited from making any deposits, withdrawals, trades, or investments. The FATF intends to end cryptocurrency by labeling self-custodial and on-chain activity. Thus, the issue arises as to which cryptocurrencies will reap the greatest rewards once Hong Kong's retail crypto rules take effect, or more precisely, when cryptocurrency exchanges begin acquiring their retail licenses from the SFC. The simple response is that no one is aware because the SFC hasn't offered a list of approved cryptos. In addition to having to be listed on at least 2 other regular exchanges, the currency or token having been in circulation for more than a year appears to be the only additional factor. Retail investors are not permitted to purchase stablecoins, but the SFC suggested that once stablecoin laws are put in place, this may change. In any case, based on the SFC's basic requirements, the crypto community has compiled lists of legal cryptos. It's highly likely that regular investors in Hong Kong will soon be able to purchase Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Polkadot, Solana, Cardano, Avalanche, Polygon, and Chainlink. Given that there are numerous exchange-traded funds that contain numerous coins, the true listing may be substantially longer. Unfortunately, it's unclear at this time whether those would satisfy the SFC's requirements. You may use the Just ETF website to view the list of cryptocurrencies that are listed on conventional exchanges. In that regard, the cryptocurrencies that Huobi, Gate.io, and OKX intend to list on their exchanges have already been made public. Colin Wu, a crypto writer, claims that Gate.io already lists BTC, ETH, LTC, PCH, DOT, Matic, Sol, and Uni. Huobi said that it will list BTC, ETH, and other major cryptocurrencies. Where things become interesting is on the OKX crypto list. Colin mentioned on Twitter that OKX will provide retail investors with access to BTC, ETH, ADA, Matic, Sol, DOT, Uni, Link, SAND, LTC, AVAX, AXS, Atom, XLM, USDT, and USDC. This is intriguing because both the USDT and USDC are stablecoins, which are expressly prohibited to retail users. The absence of reference to retail investors in the OKX announcement Colin cited can be used to explain this. As a result, it's possible that institutional investors will be the only ones eligible for the stablecoin offerings. It is more difficult to comprehend why AXS and SAND exist though. They are both not traded on a regular exchange. Colin thinks that Animoca Brands, a Hong Kong-based company that has made significant investments in both Axie Infinity and Sandbox, has received backing from the Hong Kong government as a result of the presence of AXS and SAND. Now, I know this is an exciting update, but before that, I just wanted to let you know that I would greatly appreciate it if you guys clicked on the like button and press the bell over there to turn on your notifications. Done? Alright then, let's continue. Colin may be right, in which case more cryptocurrencies might somehow get accepted. In relation to that, I should mention that both Gate.io and OKX plan to list Uniswap's Uni token. Uniswap is a decentralized exchange and a DeFi protocol, both of which are prohibited to retail. In fact, an SFC representative said plainly that offering automated trading services is a regulated activity. The fact that Gate.io and OKX want to list Uni may indicate that DeFi protocols won't be subject to the same level of regulatory scrutiny or monitoring as previously predicted. This suggests that Hong Kong small-scale investors may be able to access other altcoins. But it would be negligent not to discuss how Hong Kong's acceptance of cryptocurrencies might be negative, in addition to the possibility that some institutional investors may initially be excluded and the possibility that individual investors won't actually have access to the cryptocurrency market for several months. Hong Kong's adoption of cryptocurrencies may result in international problems. All of this is related to the FATF's efforts to abolish cryptocurrency via its claimed recommendations. Any nation that disregards the FATF's recommendations is placed on the gray list and ultimately the blacklist. Being on the gray list makes it more challenging for the nation's financial institutions to engage in the global financial system, particularly that of the West. Being blacklisted logically makes it hard for the nation's financial institutions to get in touch with the rest of the world's financial institutions. The terrifying part comes next. The UAE was added to the FATF's grey list last year for undisclosed reasons. Removing one's country from the FATF's grey list would require a permanent ban on cryptocurrency, according to Pakistan's finance minister. Interestingly, the UAE is now a major global hub for cryptocurrency and is also pro-crypto. This might sound insane, but this could imply that the FATF is considering trying to place nations that adopt cryptocurrency a lot on a grey list. If so, Hong Kong's use of cryptocurrencies may be subject to more FATF investigations. It's possible that the SFC is attempting to reduce this scrutiny by emphasizing FATF compliance. But hold on, there's even more. The FATF, like many other foreign bodies, seems to support US interests. Consider the Hong Kong-based Bitslato cryptocurrency exchange, which was used to launder money for dark web criminals. US officials earlier this year targeted the exchange and its founder. Now take into account the fact that Tether, the biggest stablecoin issuer, is reportedly situated in Hong Kong as well. Given the businesses and exchanges Hong Kong has housed in the past and still hosts, it is obvious that the US is probably not too pleased with Hong Kong's adoption of cryptocurrencies. This would explain why, in spite of government demands that they accept them, Hong Kong banks apparently still refuse to accept cryptocurrency clients. These banks are aware that they run the risk of being excluded from the global financial system and that they can't rely on the authorities to use objective standards. Do you recall the obvious exemption of Axie Infinity and the Sandbox? This would be the answer to why there's a sudden influx of Chinese state-affiliated institutions to fill the consequent gap. The Western-dominated financial system is something that China and its allies are actively attempting to escape. Furthermore, the FATF would find it much more difficult to add China to a gray list. It would probably counterproductive for the United States to cause such a conflict between Chinese financial institutions and the rest of the world's financial system. This enables Chinese banks to serve cryptocurrency clients without worrying about retaliation. This takes us to the positive aspect of Hong Kong's adoption of cryptocurrencies. Apart from the possibility that large-cap altcoins may soon get billions of dollars and that a significant portion of this capital will then likely flow into smaller altcoins, Hong Kong's embrace of cryptocurrencies may pave the way for China to do the same. In reality, according to experts, China is using Hong Kong as a trial run for its own inevitable adoption of cryptocurrencies. You may recall that recent events coming out of China support this idea. Additionally, you should be aware that although buying, selling, and trading in cryptocurrencies are prohibited in China, holding them is theoretically allowed. If these experts are right, it raises the issue of what China expects from Hong Kong before adopting cryptocurrencies. Anyone can speculate as to the reason, but I believe that Chinese officials are trying to see if they can watch cryptocurrency transactions and manage the on-ramps and off-ramps for money. This is so because China likely intends to minimize its citizens' financial freedom while maximizing the economic growth that would result from the adoption of cryptocurrencies. The irony lies in the fact that practically every other nation practices this. They all fear that they will lose control of their national currency. This is the reason that a central bank digital currency, or CBDC, is being implemented in practically every nation. They would enable the governments and central banks to regulate each economic transaction, and that's why China is among the most likely candidates in creating its own CBDC. However, if you've been following CBDC developments, you'll be aware that even China, real CBDC acceptance has been sluggish. The reason for this is that the typical citizen is unwilling to use an alternative digital currency that was issued by the governing body. At this point, it seems to make sense why China is adopting cryptocurrencies. As I briefly said before, China likely wants to take full advantage of the economic expansion that would result from the use of cryptocurrencies. The issue is that economic expansion occurs outside of the nation as well. The source is external as well, not just inside the country. I believe that China is more interested in utilizing cryptocurrency here. For those who are unaware, there has been a lot of talks that Chinese yuan could replace the US dollar as the global reserve cryptocurrency. The issue is that, even without a digital yuan, China will continue to impose extremely stringent currency regulations. This type of currency won't ever be adopted by other nations. Ironically, since every fiat currency will eventually turn into a CBDC, the same control issues will eventually apply to all fiat currencies. This indicates that the fiat currency will not serve as the next reserve currency of the globe. It will need to be an independently controlled, neutral digital currency. Coincidentally, some cryptocurrencies are verifiably neutral digital currencies. This is why I think there's a good potential that a digital currency like Bitcoin might replace the dollar as the world's reserve currency. I think it's likely that Chinese leaders are beginning to understand this, or at the very least, thinking about it. It's another reason why I think Hong Kong's sudden adoption of cryptocurrencies doesn't seem to be an unplanned move or a coincidence. It fits quite well with the commencement of the US's crypto crackdown. The majority of the sector will have relocated to Asia by the time that the US puts its cryptocurrency laws in line, and China will eventually benefit an advantage over its main global competitor. This may theoretically lead to a significant increase in mainland usage of cryptocurrencies. In fact, some of China's close companions have already expressed interest in using cryptocurrency for trade with the country. This could possibly mean China adopting cryptocurrency. From my vantage point, every scenario is positive for cryptocurrency. So let's just pray that the US does not launch a war to maintain the dollar's position as the world's reserve currency. That concludes today's video. Tell everyone you know who engages in cryptocurrency to watch this video so that they'll be informed and anticipate or make better decisions with crypto in the future. Thank you for watching. I know it's a pretty long video, but always remember that knowledge is power. Now, let us know what you think. Leave your comments below. We appreciate you for staying till the end. Kindly click the like, subscribe, and notification bell icons if you enjoyed this video. Visit our channel for more coin predictions, Bitcoin, altcoins, and cryptocurrency videos. Have a great day and see you in our next video.